Do you guys feel we have a chance to qualify for the World Cup?
I think we do. We do have a chance, but I'm not saying so because the other teams that are playing are terrible. No, the other teams who are there actually are deserving of also playing in the World Cup. But I'm only speaking from a selfish point of view, one, and secondly, as a Nigerian, I want Nigeria to play in the World Cup. So either by hook or by crook, they should get the job done.
Hi, welcome back. It's good to be on the show. My name is Ahis Anthony. Welcome to the Footy with Football Talk Show. I'm not here alone. I'm here with Chimamaka.
Yeah, I'm very
What's up?
good.
How you doing?
It's good to be back again, man. Good to have us once again in the studio.
It's good to have you. And also Olamide making his debut on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. Olamide, what's up? How you doing?
I'm very good, very good. Good to be making my debut on the show.
Good to have you around, man.
Yeah. So let's go. A lot of football talking points for us to talk about. So the Champions League. I don't know which side is lagging, but I just hope we're able to get through. Can you guys hear me? He's out. I hope he gets back. This was what happened initially. So let's just kick on. He will join. Let's kick on. So a lot of talking points, football wise.
Yeah.
The Champions League just went by, and we saw games that happened. PSG getting trashed by Bayern Munich, and also Chelsea dropping points against Karabakh, and Liverpool winning, Man City winning, Newcastle winning, and also EPL game week 10. After 10 games, Arsenal leading comfortably, sitting at the top of the table.
Yes.
Elephants on the tree, as they say.
Yes.
But at least the one that come close to us is Victor Osimhen, scoring a hat-trick against Ajax.
Yes.
And we can all say that, my own personal opinion, Victor Osimhen is the reason why we haven't qualified for the World Cup automatically. And is the reason that he has dragged us into these qualifiers, which is the games that he's going on against the playoffs. What you think?
Yes.
Osimhen's performance against Ajax.
First, I think we'll start with Osimhen. Let's start with Osimhen's performance against the Ajax. It was a very good performance. I mean, initially I used to think Osimhen is not as a clinical striker. I mean, when he started out, but he has proven over time that he's one of the best strikers you can have out there. Except if you check his finishes, front of the top play as a striker, he's one of the best strikers actually you have in the world. Not even because he has done it everywhere. He has done it in Napoli. He's doing it in Galatasaray now. So, I mean, he's one of the best strikers. You also touched on the fact that you said he was one of the reasons why we didn't qualify and one of the reasons why we qualified. So I would like you to, so I actually like you to explain the first part, which is why we didn't qualify as being the reason, because I would like to hear your take on that.
So it's a hot take. That's my own hot take. The reason I said so is if he had been fit, because we looked through the qualifiers, started with Finidi George, the squabble with Osimhen and Finidi George. If they had put their head down, possibly we couldn't have dropped points. And I think there was another manager that came in at a point, took over. He didn't really do well. Osimhen not being present in most of the qualifiers, right? And I think that affected us.
Yes, I mean, clearly affected us.
We can all hold this to our chest. We can say boldly that Osimhen is very, very, very vital in the Super Eagles.
He has proven himself to be very vital, actually.
Yes, he has. And he's a player that we cannot do without.
Yes.
And seeing him not being fit in those phases of the qualifiers affected us one way or the other, right?
Clearly.
And while he came back and he became fit, and while he came back and he became fitter and he started gaining his fitness, playing, we could see how he has helped the Super Eagles to where we have gotten to.
Yes.
So that's why I said Osimhen is a bit of the reason why we didn't qualify automatically for the playoff, and also is the reason. He's the reason why we didn't qualify automatically for the the World Cup,
Yes.
and is the reason why he has dragged us into the playoff.
Yes, yes.
So that's just my
I
own
understand
take.
your point now. I understand the point now.
So Osimhen really, and we hope he stays fit, because in the playoff for playing Gabon, the Gabonese team are a very technical side.
Yes.
They have players that are based in Europe, who ply their trade in Europe.
Yes.
And also we have some of them ply their trade in their local league. Chimamaka, I don't know if you can hear us. We're talking about Osimhen, how he has been vital to Super Eagles, what he has done, what he has achieved, and his outstanding performance against Ajax in the Champions League, scoring a hat-trick, setting the record, being the first Nigerian to score a hat-trick in the Champions League after Yakubu Aigben in 2002 for Maccabi Haifa.
Yeah, I key in actually. I'm very happy about the Osimhen thing and what he's doing in Europe actually, because if you look at me, I'm a Nigerian first before a Chelsea fan or before a football lover. So Osimhen doing what he's doing in Galatasaray is a beautiful thing. He's actually, I think currently he's the highest goal scorer in the Champions League with 6 goals.
Yes, 6 goals.
With 6 goals in 4 appearances. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Why am I saying so? I'm saying so because I want to sound very selfish as a Nigerian now. With Osimhen's progress in the Champions League give us some little bit of how do I put it, advantage going into the qualifiers or into the playoffs for the World Cup, and knowing that we need his goals, we need we need every part of him. We need the hunger, we need every drive that he has to offer. And bar injuries, I believe he's going to take us further. Now, talking about even the playoffs that we have to play against Gabon, I don't know if the red card that their captain has, I don't know if it reflects in that match, because it's going to be a plus for Nigeria if their captain is going to sit out for that game. That I don't know. I don't know if he applies. That is what's his name? Former Chelsea and former Arsenal player. Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Yes.
Yeah, Aubameyang.
Aubameyang. I know he was red carded in their last game after scoring probably a hat-trick or something. So I don't know if that applies. But going back to Osimhen, with what is going on, the hunger in the Champions League, and looking at the fact that we also have some other strikers who are playing their trade in Europe and are also doing well, I want to believe that this is more of a source of motivation for the team and for the strikers in general. So going forward, I want to believe that with this hunger, with this goal scoring that he started off with in the Champions League, I hope it's going to rub off on our national team. So that's my take.
Yes, because like I said before you joined, I don't know, Olamide, you wanted to add to it?
So sorry, do you think there's a quick one? Do you think that there's been an it has actually created an over-reliance in the national team? Because if Osimhen is not there, basically nothing is happening. I don't know if you get, the other strikers are not as, it has created that also.
Yeah.
It has kind of created that also in the team. The reliance.
Agreed. But if you look, the reliance, reliance
it has actually created
because
that.
If you look at Nigerian football, if you look at Nigerian football to a certain degree, we are this, our style of football is all about heroics, right? Depending on one person. Dated back to 94. Even that was undoubtedly the best squad Nigeria has ever had. We had, and boasted of Rashidi Ekini, Sunday Ulise, AJ Okocha,
but then
Stephen Keshi, the late Stephen Keshi.
You see,
but at the end, you would still see that heroics playing in there. We were depending on Yekini to score us the goals. Which made him the highest goal scorer ever in the Nations Cup, in the qualifiers for the Nations Cup back then. You would see a bit of heroics being played there. And that has trickled down squads after, generations after. We're talking about the 2000, the Super Eagles squad of 2000. When Yekini left, we still needed to depend on Kanu Nwankwo and JJ Okocha. The 2004 Nations Cup, the same thing. We had to depend on Kanu Nwankwo and JJ Okocha. So that dependency on some certain set of players have always been there. It can never be taken out. So seeing this happen with Osimhen, I am not surprised, in my own personal opinion.
I mean, I understand where you're going. I understand what you said. Most times, as you said, and as you mentioned, even when they were heroics, you mentioned one or two more players. Do you understand what I'm saying? You mentioned 2 or more players. Now we're all the reliance is just solely on Osimhen. Do you understand? Do you understand the and it's showing.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, if
Chimamaka, you want to react to that?
In addition to what you are saying, it's not, there's a reliance actually on Osimhen. Why? Because you discover that whenever he is on the pitch of play, he has a particular aura that he carries. He has a carriage that he has. He's very domineering actually. So you want to see what he has to offer. Even if he's not scoring goals, you are seeing that he's very vocal on the pitch. He carries everybody along. There's this hunger, there's this drive. So if you have somebody like Osimhen, in the striking position, in the midfield position, and in the defensive position, my brother, I don't think we would have so much motivations to be getting from the coaches. The players alone would do it. So it's what most Osimhen is selling to the Nigerians
to the team
that we are buying actually. Exactly, and we are buying it, and he's performing. So let what is happening in Europe, let it rub off on our national team. I think even in the national team, I think he has 7 goals in the qualifiers, if I'm correct. So I think it's a good number. It's a good number. So I hope that this goal scoring form continues, and I pray everything that has to do with injuries run away from him this period.
Run away from him. Yes.
I just want to ask you guys, what's because next week the FIFA, after this weekend, the international break steps in, and there'll be a break in league football, and that is when the playoff starts. And Super Eagles will have to play against the Gabonese team. And like Chimamaka mentioned, there's a fear of Aubameyang, Aubameyang. I think Osimhen's teammates is a Gabonese as well. The former Wolves midfielder, I've forgotten his name. He played in the Champions League on Wednesday. I'll have to look for that name.
Is it Lemina?
But it's a one-legged affair. That's what.
Is it Lemina?
Lemina, yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, Lemina plays for the Gabonese team as well. The good thing about it is it's a one-legged affair, so it's not an home and away. So the winner between the other tie, which is Cameroon versus Cameroon, the other guys, I'll try and remember. Do you fancy Super Eagles' chances? Because it's a one-legged affair. You win Gabon, then you meet the winner between Cameroon and the other tie between Cameroon and the other team, which I'll find out. Do you guys feel we have a chance to qualify for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think we do. We do have a chance. Why I'm saying so? I'm not saying so because the other teams that are playing are terrible. No, I'm not saying so because of that. Fortunately, the other teams who are there actually are deserving of also playing in the World Cup. But I'm only speaking from a selfish point of view, one, and secondly, as a Nigerian, I want Nigeria to play in the World Cup. Number one. So either by hook or by crook, they should get the job done. It's a two-legged race. It's a two-legged tie. We have to play our first oppositions, which is the Gabonese. Then I think it's Cameroon, Burkina Faso. If I'm right.
No, I just checked. Cameroon, DR Congo.
Okay, DR Congo. Sorry, Cameroon, DR Congo. So the victors of Cameroon, DR Congo will play the victors of Nigeria, Gabon. So I want to believe that with the crop of boys we have playing in the national team and also playing in Europe, every one of them, I've not seen anyone who has not been in top form, at least in the past. But that is talking from the last break, international break, till this period. Every one of them has been playing. Just one or two who have not been getting consistent game time, but the rest have all been playing and they've been performing well. So I want to believe that with that energy, and again, let's not forget, you have players who are hungry to play in the World Cup. So I think that drive is going to be very, very different. The only thing I want to say that would happen, and I believe the boys should listen to our podcast and hear what I'm saying, what they should be looking out for is how to, one, the moment they create chances, they utilize those chances, because you won't get these chances every time. If you have 3 chances, take the 3 chances and utilize them, use them very well, because I don't think those opportunities will be created every now and then. So The moment you get your chance, you use it. No dancing around the ball, no thinking, overthinking things on the pitch of play. Do what has to be done. If it's a shot that will save us, if it's a 1-0 victory in both games, so be it. As long as we are going to the World Cup. Please, I'm tired of seeing Saudi Arabia donning the green and white shirt in the World Cup when we know that the green and white shirt belongs to Nigeria, irrespective of whatever is happening in the country. I want us to play in the World Cup.
Yeah.
So let us do everything possible within our physical, spiritual, and footballing powers to make sure that we play in the World Cup.
I mean, Gabon. I'm not trying to downplay Gabon or anything, but we should be able to qualify against Gabon. Apparently, Nigeria has a habit of always trying to, how will I put it now? They always try to
living it late.
Leave it late, so to say. We prefer the situation of leave it late. We always instead of us to qualify, we prefer to leave it late and put ourselves in this scenario. But we always apparently either come through or fall short just a bit sometimes. But I think this time we would qualify for the World Cup. I think we will.
A whole lot of confidence coming from you.
I think this time the boys will do it. Especially after what they did the last match. I think they will. I think they will qualify.
You know, in my own opinion, this is unprecedented before. We've never gone through this route of World Cup qualifiers. This is the first time it's happening. A playoff in the African region. Yeah. Normally it's the first 5 or the first 6 or the first 7.
Yeah.
I think the first 5 majorly. But now, due to the expansion of the teams in the World Cup, we've given the opportunity to go through playoffs. And it doesn't end there, because even if we win the playoffs between the games between us and Gabon, and hypothetically, we defeat the winner between Cameroon and DR Congo, I think we still have one more phase to play. One of the other Oceanian continents or the CONCACAF continent. We still have one more team. Yeah. So it doesn't end there. So that's what I'm saying. This is unprecedented, because still need to scale the hurdle of the African continent in Africa before you now get tied. Yeah, before you now get tied to 3 hurdles before you play the penultimate, the final game that was give us a ticket. But I'm confident because I know the squad. Looking from the defensive, we've had players that are good. The defenders from the right wing. Olaino is out for this. I don't think we'll be able to make it because he's injured. Playing for Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
And the guys that have debuted or that have come in, the guy that played on the right back, his name keeps my mind. He's a very good defender.
Yes.
He has played. And also, Trustekong and Semi Ajayi have stepped in boldly. In the midfield, our regular guy, the former Leicester City. I don't know why their names are just failing me right now. The former Leicester City. Ndidi. Wilfred Ndidi.
Yeah.
Wilfred Ndidi. Yes. Ndidi has really, really tried in that midfield and is hold the fort. And also in the attack, Osimhen and Lukman Ademola Lukman, and Moses Simon from the left. I love the way this guy played. The guy in former AC Milan guy, now in Fulham.
Chukwueze.
The assist he gave for Chukwueze, yes. I don't know why their names are filling me while we're doing this record. And I had all their names.
That's why we're here.
In my head.
That's why we're all
here.
It
happened. Yeah. Chukwueze did very well, but he got injured. I don't know if he'll be fit. He should be fit for the playoffs. He should be fit. So I think we'll have the base. We have the players that can do the job on that day and get us to get over the playoffs, the 2 legs.
Yeah.
Facing Gabon and also facing the winner between Cameroon and DR Congo. Just the last beat on the Nigerian football, the goalkeeper Nwabali has been under a lot of criticism in the past few weeks or few months, saying his reaction against the game against Lesotho and what he almost did in our final game against the Beninese Republic of Benin. Do you think he's been harsh? People have just been harsh on him because of his current form?
Well, if I would talk about Nwabali, Nwabali's case is a case of I don't want to say he's playing like he's overconfident. No, I don't want to use that word overconfident. He has over the years, since he joined the national team, he has masterminded that defense. So either we want to lash him out this night, let's also give him credit, because since Vincent Inyama, I don't think we've had any other goalkeeper who has been confident enough to be the man in the defense line. Why? Because he has come in handy.
Carly Keme.
He didn't last long.
Unfortunately for his health reasons.
For his health, exactly. Is why I said since Inyama, nobody has gone this far with the national team. And I stayed as a result of, I think he's in Tippers United in South Africa, he's their number one. So there is a whole lot of consistency. Yeah. Then in the national team, I don't think the other two guys who are there can actually sit him out. So definitely there will be backlash. The goal we considered, which came from him, after catching the ball, he dropped it and the guy lashed into the net. It's an error which we expect wouldn't happen again. So I want to use style. I want to just, one way or the other, shove that under the carpet and believe he's going to step up his game. There has been backlashes here and there, but I still give it to him. We don't have any other number one again, except we want to lie to ourselves. And I don't think this is the period we are going to be doing trial by error of goalkeepers. No, we already have a number one. Let's stick with him. Bar injuries, let's stick with him. And I believe he's going to deliver. So bar backlash, I think he's still a number one choice, either we like it or not.
Well, I think he's a good goalkeeper in my own opinion. He's a good goalkeeper. I mean, but to be honest, he can't keep making those errors, those silly errors. Those silly errors. He can't keep making those silly errors. It will cost us. So he will receive the backlash, unfortunately. Especially when you're making silly errors and then you're not really trying to own up to those errors. He will receive backlash. I think that is normal for him to. At this point, he's our number one. We don't have a choice. That's the truth. It's the best we have. Mm-hmm. But he will receive backlash if he keeps making errors especially errors that lead to goals. It's just normal. You won't see a good goalkeeper making fantastic saves and getting backlash. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. Good goalkeeper making fantastic saves and getting backlash. At least not making errors. So it's just what it is. I think it's just what it is.
On social media, he has been. I think I heard that he lost his both parents, and possibly that could be because a reason for his bad poor form. If you notice, all this thing started 2 months ago, 3 months ago, making mistakes, and he's a good goalkeeper.
He's a good goalkeeper.
But at the end of the day, we need to be able to balance things out, because the goal is to qualify for the World Cup, and we wouldn't have a goalkeeper that is making errors that you should, schoolboy errors, in my own opinion, that at this level shouldn't be making.
Those are the issues.
That mistake against Leicester.
I hope he doesn't make this
error. And he also almost made
he doesn't make this error in his club side, because if 2 months ago we're talking about may the souls of his parents rest in peace, but I think even in his club side, he's been starting all their games because he's their number one. And if in the past 2 months he has been their number one, I don't want to believe that whenever he's in the national team that the narrative of his parents, losing his parents, is supposed to kick in. Because if actually we are creating such an excuse for him, then I think he should be flopping in his club side. But since he's not doing that in his club side, he should bring that same energy, that same vibe. Or is it because whenever he comes and he dons the Nigerian shirt, that is when the father and the mother get kicked in? I don't know.
Even the last match, he almost made an error. Error that would have cost us entirely. He almost actually made an error, and so those are the issues, so to say, issues.
So some would argue that's a form of argument, though. Some would say maybe because he lost his parents, it's affecting him psychologically. Should the manager protect him at this time?
Yes.
Should he be benched? Take him off the pressure, take him off the firing line.
Right.
But we don't need that. Like Chimamaka said, the other two goalkeepers are not at his level if we're to be objective and if we're to be factual. The level where he is in terms of experience, in terms of ability and capability. The other two goalkeepers, with all due respect to them, are not at the same level as Nwabali. But should the manager dare remove him off the firing line, the goal and objective for us to qualify for the World Cup is there, and he could jeopardize that. So that's why.
Yeah.
So despite the backlash, yes, he needs the backlash to make him strong and to make him mentally strong and mentally focused. There's this popular Nigerian media guy, Poja. You guys will know him.
Yeah.
Poja has been his number one critic in the past few months.
Okay.
And Poja got blocked on all social media handles by Nwabali. So last week, I think I saw a post. Chippers United lost 3-0 and Nwabali was in goal. He considered it 3 goals. And Poja tweeted, Nwabali has considered 3 goals ahead of our important World Cup qualifier playoffs against Gabon. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
For me, I feel it was a bit childish of him to block Poja, because as an athlete, as a professional, getting criticized should be one of the things you should get prepared for.
Yes.
Because people out there, football is a passionate game. A lot of people are so passionate about it.
If you ask me, I will tell you Nwabali did the right thing, because not everybody can actually absorb this backlash on social media. Let's be very frank with each other. Like, look at myself. I'm not so active on some social media spaces because I discover I have some crazy opinions that when I drop them, I start having more haters than lovers. So instead, I just withdraw and I don't contribute. So in the case of Poja pushing this narrative for the past 2 months that Nwabali is this, Nwabali is that, what solution does he have for us? Is it the number 2 and the number 3 who have not considered 3 goals in their last games, or have not? Oh my brother! If you go further on this, you just keep dragging on this. Nwabali is an amazing goalkeeper. We have other national teams. Is it okay? Who is number 1 of England? Who is the English number 1?
Pickford.
The Everton goalkeeper.
I don't know if you understand. Pickford is the English number 1. Is his team in the top 10 in the Premier League? I don't know if you understand, but he is still what? The English number 1. It only tells you one thing. He's quite good, but he's unlucky being in the team where he is. So in Nwabali's position, we don't expect him to be the goalkeeper of Real Madrid. Chippers United, he's doing very well. They've been consistent. Either they are consistent in relegation, he's still their number 1. I don't know if you get. So he is still the only person that our technical staffs, our coach, our manager still sees as the ideal number 1. So I believe at this point, yes, bad critics, they need our support. Because let's not lie to ourselves. If we don't qualify for the World Cup, I'll be the first to put a dagger in their head on social media, because it will be so painful. So I think at this point, let me console myself by giving them moral support to do very well, so that they don't have excuse not to send us to the World Cup. That is me talking, because I think I can go from a 0 to 100 in a microsecond if I'm given the chance.
And Super Eagles not qualifying, the negative impact is going to give is a player like Osimhen will never play in the World Cup. Because Osimhen is 27, 27, 28. They are set the generation. He has never played in the World Cup. Ademola Lookman, I don't know, is within that age bracket. I know our Nigerian footballers, when they begin to get to 30, 31, they never start dropping. So I think this is an incentive for this set of players. Didi as well. Didi is hitting 30, right? Ian Achotu is hitting 30. Yeah, so this is an incentive for them to see how they can put in the effort through this playoff, qualify for the World Cup. And that is what we want from Footy With.